You're going to be hearing a lot of bangs in the background. That's just fireworks. I'm in my car right now. There's a reason for that. The number that you need to remember is 35,875. This is a sad video. I don't know how many times it's going to take me to record this. 35,875. That's the number that you need to remember today. Grandma was sent home from the hospital when she was born because she was born prematurely and way underweight. The doctors back then, because they had no incubators, they sent the babies home when they were that premature and that underweight. They said to her parents, which are my great-grandparents, that she would be lucky to make it through the night. She probably won't even make it a week. Now, this was the time before incubators. So, my grandma's parents, my great-grandparents, they put an oven on and had her resting in front of the oven for warmth, which started her never-give-up attitude. But that was everyone from her era. That attitude was probably from the Great Recession. And they were all tough and strong-willed back then. And even 98 years later, the last time she was in the hospital, which was just recently, she never gave up and got out of her bed herself without oxygen and without a nurse. Well, of course, just to go to the bathroom. And of course, my grandma got in trouble for that. But I do have to mention a few things. And that was what my grandma meant to me. I was privileged to see my grandma almost every single day, from grades 10 to 12. I was able to be with her every single day to play pool in her basement, with my friends and even sometimes with her. And my grandma was also my biggest basketball fan. All through school, my grandma and my granddad, they went to see a lot of my basketball games. And she was known as the white-haired person in the stands, because she was the oldest person in the stands. Then later on after college, when I was going down to Erie, Pennsylvania for training camp with the Erie Bayhawks, which, if you don't know, is a development team for the NBA. A week before that training camp, I got in an accident on the highway, on a bridge what's called the Skyway. It's a big bridge up here in Canada, and I had no car to go down there, so my grandma pulled through and let me take her car. But there was one little gist to it. There was one little thing that she promised, and I had to take her with me because she wanted to see me try out for that team. She wanted me to see me in training camp. And by the way, that was the farthest that car probably ever drove in its life. Well, of course, I never turned that down. She's seen all my games. She might as well see training camp, right? And I'll give the car a good run. Like I was saying, my grandma is my biggest fan. Now back to number 35,875. That's the number of days my grandma lived. And she was only supposed to live one day. This is my message today. And the message my grandma would probably like me to leave with you. No matter how the odds are stacked against you, you can persevere through anything. Now, the reason why I'm in my Mustang is because she had a Mustang. She always wanted to get another one. And she was really happy that I got one. And she was able to see it, but she was never able to get a drive-in one. So here I am. Anyways, plus it's a lot quieter in here than it is in the house. So, yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Regular basketball videos again, starting again tomorrow. I'll see you there.